time.
It is not about a particular tribe alone. It's not even about traveling from one end of the country. People travel, you know. We go from one end to the other, from one place to the other. It's festive time, so we go to the markets. We want to go and purchase things. Even the transporters within the town, within a town or a city, they're in a hurry.
Always.
You know, they want to quickly go and drop these ones and take another set of people to another end.
The intra-city and intercity commuters.
Exactly.
Of course, we are on you.
Transportation. Yeah. We're going to be looking at all of that today. How do we navigate this season without any hitch, any crash, any form of carnage, or any fatality on our roads? Road safety during the Yule time. This is what we'll be looking at today on Breakfast Fiesta, and very soon, right after this break, we'll be inviting our guest for the week. But first, let's take a message or two from Jesse King. In this song, he calls Mr. JJ. Oh yeah, let's do JJ. JJ.
Yes.
Mr. JJ Laegba, take am easy, easy. Wọ́n ní kò yẹ Panama, wo Mr. Bifona, wọ́n ní kò gan bára, wo fọwọ́ gan bára, wo fọwọ́ mi kájú. Pápá ẹ̀ ṣé wọ́n dẹ̀ débi tó ń lọ, ara ẹ̀ nọ́mbà ìbọ̀, ìgbẹ́dẹ́ bàbọ̀. Easy, alẹ́ yìí pọ̀ jù, easy. Trailer dey come, ọmọ yẹrí ẹ̀ òkò. Ọmọ yẹrí ẹ̀ òkò. Mr. JJ Laegba, take am easy. Wọ́n ní kò yẹ Panama, wo Mr. Bifona, wọ́n ní kò gan bára, wo fọwọ́ gan bára, wo fọwọ́ mi kájú. Pápá ẹ̀ ṣé wọ́n dẹ̀ débi tó ń lọ, lára ẹ̀ nọ́mbà ìbọ̀, ìgbẹ́jẹ́ bàbọ̀. Easy. Alẹ́ yìí pọ̀ jù, easy. Trailer dey come, ọmọ yẹrí ẹ̀ òkò. Ọmọ yẹrí ẹ̀ òkò.
Save your life, papa, mama, brother, sister. Save your soul, save my soul, save our lives. Ẹ jọ̀wọ́ o, for better tomorrow.
Mr. JJ Laegba, take am easy. Ìrẹ́gẹ̀ẹ́ ìṣoṣo, ó ti lámìlá kó dọ̀tí. Ó lọ dà yí títì, ó ti lọ dà yí gọ́tà. Ó tún pàdé títì. Káyì, ìjọba mi fọ̀, wọ́n tẹ̀ sí mi pariwo. Nọ́mbà gbà ẹ̀ mú, wà ní ìdíyún ẹ̀líṣù, wà ní tí fẹ̀wọ̀n jura. Adé yìí pọ̀ jù, trailer dey come, ọmọ yẹrí ẹ̀ òkò. Máa rọra ọlọ́kadà.
Má ṣe jẹ́jẹ́.
Máa rọra ọlọ́kadà.
Bóyá take am easy.
Mo ní máa rọra ọlọ́kadà.
Má ṣe jẹ́jẹ́.
Máa rọra ọlọ́kadà.
Bóyá take am easy. Jẹ́jẹ́ láyé gbà. Jẹ́jẹ́ láyé gbà. Jẹ́jẹ́ kìràkìtà ò máa dọ́là. Eré àsápojúdé ẹ̀mí ò láàárọ̀. Life no get duplicate. Ọlọ́kadà máa rọra.
Ọlọ́kadà, ọ̀rọ̀ where you put for your gather. It no good, it no good, it no good, it no good, oh, it no good.
Mr. Oluyole, take a easy, easy. Wọ́n ní kò yẹ Panama, mo ní síbí fònà. Wọ́n ní kò ga bára, mo fọwọ́ ga bára, mo fọwọ́ mi kájú. Pápá ẹ̀, ṣé wọ́n dẹ̀ débi tó ń lọ? Lára ẹ̀ nọ́mbà ìbọ̀, ìfẹ́dẹ́ bà bọ̀bọ̀. Easy, easy. Alẹ́ yìí pọ̀ jù. Easy, easy. Trailer dey come. Magba one way, no pass one way. Magba one way, no pass one way. Oni damfo, oni moluwe, olokada. Magba one way.
28 minutes past 10, and you're still on Oluyole 98.5 FM Ibadan on the program Breakfast Fiesta. You're welcome back. Okay, so like I said before the break, today we will be looking at road safety during the Yuletide. It's no longer news that road traffic crash claims a lot of life, especially during the Ember months. It's become so bad that we have even demonized these months. Immediately we get to the Ember months, you start to hear songs like the Ember months, Koma Diwa Merulo. You know, we have kind of demonized this month. But is there a problem with this month, or is it we as a people that we create these problems?
Of course, you're right.
And how can we best avoid, reduce, and prevent these crashes at this time? All of this we will be looking at today on Breakfast Fiesta.
We most definitely, we are blacklisted, blackmailed, and I want to, let me even use the word gaslighted the month. Has been very terrible. The moment it's Ember month, the Ember months have been said to be synonymous to most of the road crashes we experience. Most of the road crashes we experience, and particularly in Nigeria. So are these months really demonic?
Are they
really demonic? Or we are the people who will try to spiritualize or even emotionalize what these months have in store? Of course, the Ember months in Nigeria is the same as Ember months in other parts of the world. Why must ours be always bloody?
All right, to join us in looking at this and throwing more light on this topic today is the road commander. Is Road Commander Olufemi Odeleye, Training Department, Federal Road Safety Corps, Oyo State. You're welcome on board Breakfast Fiesta.
Thank you very much.
All right, so like I said, during the Ember months, and especially in December, there's so much concentration on road traffic campaigns, road traffic safety. Even we have spiritual perspectives to this. People go to churches to pray against, the demonized embalments and the traffic crashes and all of that at this time. Why so much frenzy and anxiety at this time of the year?
Oh, thank you very much once again. Welcome everybody. I just want to say some things about this demonization of crashes during this embalm period. Actually, there's nothing wrong about embalm period. September, October,
November, December, those 4 months.
Just here, ember. People go to mountains, go and pray against death. And the deaths are very avoidable. What happens is that most of the times, people tend to rush to do everything that they could not do since January to that ember month. So people tend to now do much of things during the ember month, especially November, December. And people want to do business, get contracts, do this, do that, and people are going on the road. And I can tell you that most of the transportation we have in this country, we have like almost 70% road transport. So people tend to go on the road from your house. Even if you want to fly plane from the airport, you have to take a road from your house to the airport. So everybody wants to use the road and want to achieve what they could not achieve from January to embark time. So for you know, there's much of vehicular movement on the road, and that tends to create anxiety in people running up and down, speeding beyond limits, and all these things accumulate to causing crashes on our road. So there's nothing wrong about the ember month. So people just need to be very careful about how they use the road. Now, there are some measures that you just to put in place. One, I remember when I was serving the call in Abuja, when people want to go for program or the specific program in east or west or thereabouts, people have been using their vehicles on the road during January to October or November, and once they hit December, they hit the express and they start going, thinking that is what they are used to, from the office to the house. But meanwhile, when they hit the road, now the engine is not used to that kind of distance. Yes. So they tend to use the engine anyhow, and they are not familiar with the road again. So when they hit the road, they kind of speed, and like you said, the frenzy of the moment, they want to just see their family members, they want to eat, they want to drink, and they hit the road. And meanwhile, they've not done some checks on the vehicle. And that's why I really advise drivers always go on what they call wafts. We call it wafts. That is water, check your oil, check your fan belt. Check your tires.
All right. Water, oil, fan belt, and tires.
Yes. Are these things in order? They okay? Are they good? Now, have you checked your tire pressure? That's the PSI. Have you checked it? Is it okay? Now, sometimes people just go to organize and they're able to pour you very well. And when they pour you, almost some 50 PSI, and maybe the tire PSI just 40.
Cannot take that much capacity.
So now when you go on all this, and when you hit the road, and mind you, we are in a very hot season now. So the road tends to be very hot. Right. So it will add to the pressure of the tire. So once it hits a small pothole, it explodes. And before you know it, there is a crash. So when people move out during this ember period, they tend to speed a lot. And like I always tell people, watch out what you take during the ember period. Alcohol is another thing again. So all these things are what people need to care for about. Now, we have major three causes of crashes. We call it crashes because they are caused, and you people call it accidents.
All right.
Yeah, accidents are things that you cannot prevent. Yes.
All right.
But crashes, you can't prevent them. So we have the environmental factor.
All right.
We have the mechanical factor, Then we have, of course, which is the most important thing, the human factor.
All right.
So we have environmental, we have mechanical, we have the human factor. So what do you talk about the environmental? These are the weather.
Like it is now.
It is now. We have fog. And that's why you say most vehicles that are coming from that, most of that they send home from the US, where they have much of fog, they only put this sensor there that once you put on the vehicle, you will see lights. The headlight just come up automatically. Just because, peradventure, if you hit the road, you know, over. So if you're driving on the road and you found that the weather, put on your headlamp. It will make people uncomfortable to see you, and that's a part of the enter factor. We have the bad road. Watch the road that you are traveling on. Are you familiar with the road? Even though you're familiar with the road, don't speed unnecessarily. We have bends, we have corners, we have hills, we have valleys. Watch all those areas.
You have potholes.
Potholes, yes. Another thing is you don't know if there's wind and over the night and the tree fell on the road and you don't know, just run over it. I remember when I was traveling to Ijebu some time ago, that was some years ago, and I never knew that there was rain over the night, and if I hit the road, I just saw the tree on the road, and I was like 90, 100 kilometers per hour, and I just saw it, and I said, God, thank you. And at the sharp bend, well, just God, I just saved me that day. But also, I drew caution. I did not speed beyond limits. Okay, so environmental factor, anything can cause it. Flood is there. Other things are there. Thank God that we're now in the season, so we're not talking about flood now, we're talking about other things. So that's about environmental factor. Let's not talk about the mechanical factor. The vehicle you are driving, how much do you know it? Like I tell drivers, don't just go and take someone's car and start driving. We are in the period that people just, give someone key.
Even your own car can spin a surprise at you at any time.
No, it's a vehicle. You know your vehicle very well. You know the brake system is also there. You know all those things. But when it comes to the issue of giving someone your car key to go and drive, people tend to send younger ones to go and buy something. As we are doing that, the driver will not have known what is going on. So the vehicle, you must know your vehicle very well.
Continue.
Know your vehicle very well. Now, check, like I said, the wafts. Check your water level, check your oil level, check your fan bed, and check your tires. Now, another thing to check is also your brake. Check your brake. There's an advice to all drivers, either commercial or private drivers. Please, whenever, I'm talking from experience, whenever you give out your vehicle to mechanic to help you work on it,
all right,
endeavor to stay around the mechanic if possible. I remember I gave my car to someone to help me repair the brake. This man took away my money. And he now came and poured water. This happened to me twice inside the brake reservoir. And I said, I know, we just want to use it to first test run. He has already taken the money for the hydraulic oil. And before I know it, the guy took the car for test and was okay. I got there, I matched the brake. Oh my God. In the compound.
Even an officer like you was scammed.
No, it was funny. I was like, what? So I wanted to check through the reservoir, that's the brake reservoir. I found that, well, this is water.
Oh my.
And that guy spoiled the brake pots and spoiled some other things. If I had taken the car on the road, believing that it's perfect,
been fixed.
That's all. So check, when you are repairing your vehicle, always check what they are doing. And all these harms, the 4 harms or if you are driving manual, your clutch, watch all these things. Because there are times when the vehicle tends to work or to be engaged more than the previous months that you have used in the year. So check all this things very well. Let me talk more about this issue of tire. You know, this economy now where people tend to go and talk about tire. Now there's a mark on the tire. There's 4 digits on the tire.
Right.
Take for instance, you will just see 2309. 2309 means the 23rd week of the year in the year 2009. 2309.
That's the 23rd
week of the year 2009. And tire get expired after 4 years. Either you use it or you do not use it. After 4 years, the latex, the rubber they used to manufacture the tire get weared out. So always check. But most around now, I remember someone was telling me that someone bought tire, 4 brand new tires for his new tires to the vehicle, and he got and hit the road. Before I knew it, the whole 4 tire busted
on the road,
and they were new tires. So we said, but tomorrow now, I said, well,
they have not lived their time at the
yes, with your tires. Then what I said the other time, the PSI, the pressure of the tire, very careful about it. Don't pump beyond the PSI of the tire.
But these vulcanizers, do they understand this? Do they know it? Yeah. Because like you said, they just say, "Bamikbo," you know, and they just do that. Are they enlightened enough to educate whoever comes with that request, to educate the person and tell the person this is the capacity of each tire?
Yes, I remember that last year, or even early this year, we had an engagement with the Organizer Association in Oyo State. You know, in Southwest, yes, Southwest, and where we have to go to the association to ask them some questions and tell them that you are very important to us. So it's not just about you're not a minor association in the, because you are the one that you most of the times people only go to Lube to go and pump the tire. They go to this roadside for another time. So we need to enlighten them. Please help us to help the citizen on how to pump the tires. Advise them. If you see that this tire is not good, tell them that this tire is not good, and don't over pump tire. And you know, how do you now get to know the PSI of each vehicle? It's very easy.
Okay.
Now, at the driver's side, the seat belt.
All right.
There used to be a sticker around it. They write it there, the PSI of the vehicle. And if you cannot see it there, at the entrance of the driver's side, there is a sticker around the door side. You will see it there, the PSI of the vehicle, what the vehicle, what you pump. Yes, the PSI of the vehicle.
All right.
So you have to be very, very careful of the PSI. Now, let me just give you an example. For commercial drivers, your vehicle is to carry 10 passengers.
Okay.
Because of you want to make more money, you carry 14. You are added to the load and the weight of the vehicle.
Of course, we do that here.
We do that a lot.
Yeah, we create more room
for more passengers.
More passengers.
I think we are trying to watch that, because we found that overloading is also, you get to where they will pump your tire, like you said, and they pour. Remember, the PSI of the vehicle should not be more than 40. You make it 50. 50. So front 50, back 50. You reach the road. And mind you, there is hot sun there, scorching one. The road is very hot. And you hit the road, and you are speeding like tomorrow no day. A small pothole, there will be a burst. And mind you, especially for the commercial drivers, let me tell you this, please, if you can hear me now, make sure that you are doing the right thing, because commercial vehicles are not carrying only your family members. You are carrying public, and you are carrying most of the times the breadwinners of families, because breadwinners go out to go and work, to go and do business, so their family, the wife, the children are at home, and the woman or the man is in the vehicle. So when there's a crash, you're not only making one family to cry, you're making almost 10 to 14 passengers or families to cry. You have put so many children into trouble, put so many wives into trouble. So check your vehicle. I'm talking about the mechanical factor that can cause crashes. Then now come to issue of
human factor.
Now I'm trying to break it down so that time.
Right.
Now, another factor is the key thing now. What are you doing that is right or wrong on the road? Now, we have 3 distractions on the road. And number 1 distraction, we call it cognitive distraction.
All right, cognitive.
We have visual distraction. We have audio distraction. I will talk on these 3.
Okay.
1, the audio, the things that can distract a driver. When you are driving a vehicle, be very careful of what you listen to.
How? Music?
Thank you. Some people are easily distracted on the road. You see some drivers, they can argue with the passenger. And they'll be abusing. Oh yeah, they will be saying all manner of things. Instead for you to focus on your steering and the road, you are there responding to them. Not everything that they say that you listen to. Your job that you have been paid for, you're not doing them favor. It's a sympathetic mode of operation. I've paid you, then take me safely to my destination. So when you are given that kind of money, your duty is to face that steering. Leave them at the back. If you want to argue with them, park your vehicle, argue. Then when you are done, continue your journey. Another thing like this, audio. When some people, that's audio kind of distraction. When you're on the road, you just hear some music, and they're very happy. Before you know it, they lose control. And one of the things that's causing most of the accidents we have now is loss of control. LOC. Loss of control. So another thing again, under that audio, is even the music you are playing inside your vehicle. When it's too loud sometimes. Sometimes I don't want to sleep and just start blasting, and you're so happy, so people are happy in this season and they don't know when, they think that they are even in the club and dancing on the steering, and before I know it, small mistake, you're happy on the road. Let me just stop there, because if you are giving lecture about that, like I said, I'm from the training department.
It's already sounding like one.
I'm from the training department.
Yes, this is what you do.
I can lecture for 5 hours, and that's my hobby. I like lecturing a lot. So let me just stop that about the audio now. Let's speak about the visual. What you see. What you see. What you see when you are driving. Some people, when they are on the wheel, especially these billboard adverts. Billboard adverts is common in Lagos. This
electronic billboard.
Oh yeah.
It's good. It's fine, but drivers need to caution themselves. The advert there is not actually meant for you. Meant for road users, not the drivers.
Other road users.
Yes. Not you,
the drivers.
And even though it's you that are driving it, you can just sight it afar off and just see it and just move away.
Just a glimpse.
Yes, a glimpse. Thank you very much. Now, people tend to look, and as they're driving, they are even turning their head to say, look, if it's still there. And most of the times, the advert had to do with, I don't want to talk about vulgar things on the radio. When they would dress
you already, the gesticulation has given you away already,
So you start seeing people like, advert of like, this is soap. Let's just take a soap. So refreshing, just scrubbing on, and you're just looking.
A man's hand, a man's hand.
Oh yes. So drivers tend to lose control while you're looking at the billboards. They won't tell you what caused the crash. And then also that is crash is not accident. When you will not ask what caused it. And even when you ask, you won't tell the truth.
That was distracted.
That's you were distracted by what he saw. Another thing is dressing. You see, girls dress on the road.
All right, side attractions.
Yes.
This gender.
When you just dress and you want to tend to look at them, before you know it, you're off the road. Some people even try to look after they have finished the.
All right,
they won't look at the side mirror again. See, and if the side mirror is out of place, look at the inner mirror, look again, before you know it. Another thing about the visual is when they're doing parties somewhere and you're trying to look. Anything that can distract attention when you are driving, visual. I want to be very careful about it. The third one I talk about is cognitive. And that's what you hear. What's the reason? Some people left their house with anger. They fought with their spouse, they fought with their children, and they hit the road. And I started thinking about what happened at home. Some people debts. Some people, especially people that are on higher purchase, how will I return back this morning? And they are driving on high speed. How many tons can I make? How can I drive small? No, they will not hear. They will just move. And before I know it, it has happened. So it doesn't take 1 year or 1 month or 1 week or 1 day or 1 hour or 1 minute for accident to happen. We require accident to crash to happen. Only 1 second mistake can claim 20 lives. So one has to be very careful. I'll just speak about one distraction out of the human factor. Let me talk about issue of alcohol. Oh my God, that one is causing another problem again. And this is what we always do. As in the P department, we go out and sensitize the drivers in the park. We go to churches, go to mosques, we go to roadshow. Tell people, please be careful of what you take. Be very careful of what to drink. If you are drinking, please don't drive. And if you are driving, don't drink. You can't do the two together. You cannot. You can do one per time. So watch what you are doing. Don't drink. When you drink, your mind is absent. You don't know what you're doing per time. You are high and it can cause crash. When you drink, your judgment on the road is being impaired. You are saying the portal, you think that it's just expressway. Something that happened to me when I traveled some years ago too. I entered, I don't mention the name of the line. I entered one non-public transport system. I was going to Abuja, and we left park. I knew that I've already entered into a trouble. When the driver was asking us, the passengers, please, how will I hit Iwo Road?
From that point?
From that point. I don't mention the name of that line.
Oh my.
I said, it's like I've entered one chance.
One chance.
And we're like 14 inside the vehicle. And when we got to, eventually we just led him to, I told myself, Mr. Man, you have to drive today. And how do I mean by that? I'm to be the one to be judging this guy driving. So when we got to the road, we hit the first side, and the guy will see portal, you run over portal. He will see a very good road, he will be matching brake, small. So he's being impaired. I said, guy, you're high. He said, oh, guy, let me hear word now. Even though you see something, you keep my shut. And beside him, he was even taking something again.
Oh, my.
Wow.
So I ended to call our office ahead that please, let's work. But eventually we have passed our office and I'm looking for the next patrol point so that I can just stop the vehicle. Before we got to the next patrol point, he hit one bottle. We almost had a crash. And right there, I said, no, I won't follow this vehicle again. So I had to call the head office, send us another bus. I go to Abuja around 12 o'clock.
In the midnight.
In the midnight. Which is even dangerous. So we tell people, watch what you drink. During this time of season, of when you are seeing friends or seeing anybody, and you are driving, minimize what you take. These are part of what you can cause a crash under human factor. Mm-hmm. Another thing that can cause again under human factor is destruction in the vehicle. Usually when people are carrying their children and their thing, always try to lock all the doors of the car and most if possible put the doors into child lock. I know most people don't know the work of that child lock. There's something called child lock. There's a lock, there's the back doors. You see that's a small switch when you open the door. Once you put it on and you close the door,
it will secure the door.
It secures children. So children will not be able to open the door from the inside, but from the outside. So I know children tend to be jumping and very happy.
Now, restless.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of times when driver want to stop the children fighting or doing, before they lose control, they enter the ditch. So now, let us take all this thing all together now as human factor. You enter the vehicle, God bless you, you have air conditioner system in your vehicle, you roll up, you put on nice music, and maybe your car is very roomy, you're very happy, you adjust your seats, you take some liquor, and you are balanced, and you are moving. When you're on 100, you think that you are on 40. Mm-hmm. And before you know it, has a problem. And that takes me to one vehicle I entered from Lokoja side.
Well, you have to just pause there. Just make sure that you still hold on to that because we'll be going on a break to bring you the news on the hour. And we'll come back to this conversation. You were talking about when you were traveling to Lokoja. So we'll go back to that when we come back from the break. The program is still Breakfast Fiesta on Oluyole 98.5 FM Ibadan. We'll continue with today's topic, safety on road safety during the Yuletide, right after this break. Do stay with us.
It is here again, another time for us to praise His holy name in Oyo State. All and sundry are therefore invited to the Umitutu 2024 Mega Praise and End of the Year Thanksgiving, the 10th anniversary, which the theme, Extravagant Praise, coming up on Monday, 23rd December 2024 at Government House Arcade, Agodi, Ibadan, beginning from 3 p.m. prompt, featuring famous gospel artist, evangelist Elijah Ketude Olorun Sobe, Pastor Ifeoluwa Odogio, Babatumishe, and a host of others. His Excellency Engineer Oluwaseyi Abiodun is the chief host. Do not be left out of the Umitutu 2024 Mega Praise and End of the Year Thanksgiving. To be a part of the 10th anniversary, come, let us praise God in unison for our dear state to keep progressing.
Good morning. The news on the hour. The federal government has commenced construction of a smart divisional police headquarters and 6 residential quarters For rank-and-file officers in Papue, a community inquiry area council of Abuja, the groundbreaking ceremony for the smart police station was performed by the Minister of Police Affairs, Ibrahim Gaida, who was represented by the acting permanent secretary in his ministry, Yusuf Argugu. According to the minister, the project is part of the ongoing reforms intended at reshaping the policing landscape by promoting inclusivity and adopting modern technology. He stressed the importance of the project in addressing security challenges in Papue and its environs. He added that the project will create a safer environment for residents and business owners. The Benue State Police Command has confirmed the rescue of 11 individuals following a tragic boat mishap on River Benue. The accident, which occurred around Agatu local government area, claimed 20 lives. The incident occurred when a wooden canoe carrying traders across the river to Odeyi in Nassau State capsized. It was gathered that the canoe was overloaded despite the late hour, and passengers ignored pleas to disembark as they were eager to return home. Benue State Police Public Relations Officer Catherine Anene confirmed the tragedy, stating that 20 bodies have been recovered from the river, with rescue operations still ongoing. And that ends the news on the hour. Thank you for listening. Good morning.
It is here again, another time for us to praise His holy name in Oyo State. All and sundry are therefore invited to the Omitutu 2024 Mega Praise and End of the Year Thanksgiving, the 10th anniversary, which the theme, Extravagant Praise, coming up on Monday, 23rd December 2024 at Government House Arcade, Agodi, Ibadan, beginning from 3 p.m. prompt, featuring famous gospel artist, evangelist Elijah Ketude Olorun Sobe, Pastor Ifeoluwa Odogio, Babatumishe, and a host of others. His Excellency Engineer Oluwaseyi Abiodumakide is the chief host. Do not be left out of the Omitutu 2024 Mega Praise and End of the Year Thanksgiving to be a part of the 10th anniversary. Come, let us praise God in unison for our dear state.
Ẹ káàárọ̀, ìròyìn ní ṣókí. Ìjọba àpapọ̀ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ kíkọ́ ẹ̀ka ibùjókòó iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá tó fi mọ́ ilégbèé 6 fún àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó wà ní agbègbè Mbappe ní ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Buhari nílùú Àbújá. Mínísítà tó wà fọ́rọ̀ iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá Ibrahim Gadaima, tí akọ̀wé àgbà fún àjọ náà ṣojú fún, ló darí ayẹyẹ fífi ìpìlẹ̀ ọ̀hún lélẹ̀. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí mínísítà ṣe wí, iṣẹ́ àkànṣe yìí ló jẹ́ ara ètò àtúntò tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́ láti mú àtúntò bá iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá nílẹ̀ wa nípa ṣíṣe àmúlò ìlànà òde òní fi mú ìgbéga bá ìṣọwọ́ ṣiṣẹ́ wọn. Ó tẹnumọ́ pé ìjọba gbé ìgbésẹ̀ yìí láti wá ojútùú sí ìṣòro ìpèníjà ètò ààbò tó mẹ́hẹ̀ ní agbègbè Mbappe àti agbègbè rẹ̀. Ó fi kún pé èyí yóò pèsè àyíká tó dùn ún gbé fún àwọn olùgbé agbègbè ọ̀hún. Iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ní ìpínlẹ̀ Benue ti fìdí ẹ̀ múlẹ̀ pé òun ti dóòlà èèyàn 11 tó faragbá nínú ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ọkọ̀ ojú omi tó dojúdé nínú odò Benue. Ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí ló wáyé ní ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ Àgàtú tí 20 èèyàn sì pàdánù ẹ̀mí wọn. Ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ láabi yìí ló wáyé lẹ́yìn tí ọkọ̀ ojú omi tó gbé àwọn oníṣòwò gba orí odò Òdẹ́yìn ní ìpínlẹ̀ Nasarawa tó sì dojúdé sí inú odò. ìròyìn fi yé wa wípé ọkọ̀ ojú omi yìí tó kó èrò àkójù ló dojúdé láì wo bó ṣe jẹ́ wípé wọ́n ti kìlọ̀ fún un láti má ṣe rìnrìn alẹ́. èyí ló pin ìròyìn ní ṣókí wa fún ti wákàtí yìí ẹ̀ máa yáṣẹ́.
From the city of Ibadan, the home of ancient warlords, in the Pacesetter state, this is Oluyole FM 98.5 Ibadan.
I can carry about you.
It is here again, another time for us to praise His holy name in Oyo State. All and sundry are therefore invited to the Umitutu 2024 Mega Praise and End of the Year Thanksgiving, the 10th anniversary, which the theme, Extravagant Praise, coming up on Monday, 23rd December 2024 at Government House Arcade, Agodi, Ibadan, beginning from 3 p.m. prompt, featuring famous gospel artist, evangelist Elijah Ketude Olorun Sobe, Pastor Ifeoluwa Odogiyan, Babatumishe, and a host of others. His Excellency Engineer Oluwaseyi Abiodun is the chief host. Do not be left out of the Umitutu 2024 Mega Praise and End of the Year Thanksgiving. To be a part of the 10th anniversary, come, let us praise God in unison for our dear state to keep progressing.
Best in news, sports and entertainment. We got everything you need and so much more, yeah. 98.5 FM, Oluyole. 98.5 FM. Hear me now, to go down to the #1 station. Get even quality information. Brighten up your day in so many ways. Tune to 98.5. That's 5 FM.
Alright, it's good to be back, and it's still Breakfast Fiesta, and we have as a guest today Route Commander Olufemi Odeleye, the training department. Of course, training department indeed.
And he's been doing a lot of training.
Serious enlightenment.
A lot of that.
Federal Road Safety Corps, Oyo State Sector Command. It's good to have you.
Thanks so much.
And then you were, before the break, you were about enlightening us on your journey to Abuja. So let's get that.
This issue of Lokoja again. Okay, fine. What happened was that day I left Abuja coming to west, and we got to Lokoja, and we had a break. And the driver wanted to, we all stopped to eat. So the driver also had food too. And driver had pounded yam and took 3 bottles of beer.
Oh my.
And that's when, I've learned my lesson time I'm going on public vehicle. I always try to watch. I always eat behind where the is eating.
Well, you didn't know it took that many bottles of...
I knew. That's why I'm talking now.
All right.
So I was counting the bottles I was taking. And I was telling him, Baba, you were still going to under how many hours journey? This thing you are doing is wrong. He said, I'm used to it now. I'm used to it now. Took the first bottle, the second bottle, on top of the yam and egusi. Took the third bottle. I said, this thing you are doing is wrong. And he almost took it up with me in a fight. I said, okay, don't worry. So I knew that I need to drive that vehicle again that very day. Driving means that I'll be the one to be alert, telling him what to do and what I'm going to do. So we entered the vehicle and we started driving. So I was behind. And I just like to sit behind the driver. Just a psychological
to keep an eye on him.
Yes. And I was just moving 10 minutes into the drive. The guy was dozing. The guy was sleeping. So I was tapping, Baba. And at the time, Baba was even snoring on the
while
steering.
Driving. One chance, another one chance.
So it was the portal that was alerting
My
Baba.
goodness.
So everybody in the vehicle was sleeping too.
Oh my goodness.
Because everybody just took a break, ate food. Lo and behold, we went inside the AC. So everyone was just cool. And people would have slept into their deaths.
Wow.
So I even heard myself as an officer, I was feeling dizzy, but said, no, I will not sleep today. So I had to stop the man. Stop. I told the other vehicle, say, I shouted at me, hey, let's move. I said, no, we will not move. I told the driver, calm down. I gave him 2 seats at the back. Sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I said, this man will drive us to death.
If he does not take his break.
Yes. So the driver, Baba, forcefully stayed there. Slept for 20 or 30 minutes thereabouts. And Baba himself woke up and said, hey, Mashewo, thank you for waking me up.
I
was happy. And what happened was, a day before that day, Baba came back from West to Abuja. And Baba did not sleep. And took a journey again the following day. So this season of Ember, there's something called demons on the road. We are the ones to watch what we are doing. And drivers tend to do many more trips this time to cover up of
they
what
stretch themselves.
So I'm playing to transport companies. Please let us give our drivers time to rest. A day is not too much. Once they are back from the journey, let them just stay. Sleep for a day. Not sleeping and carrying girls to go and sleep somewhere. That's another problem again. You see, in training department, when we go out for training like that, we tell especially the truck drivers, they are fond of doing one thing. When they are driving, they must have a motorboy front and like that. And some people, out of much of anxiety or pleasure, if you carry one small babe for front, to be watching after them. So anywhere they go, they call it a motor girl. So we tell them, all this you are doing is not good. What you are doing is not good. So please, transport company, we are playing to you. Try to help our drivers to rest. They have families too. They have people at home looking after them or looking for them. Please let them rest before they engage or embark on a journey. Then as passengers too, keep an eye on your driver. Talk. Don't yell on him. Don't shout on him because it can distract him too.
Okay.
Just tell him politely, driver, dear. Not there, but you for me, there now. And that will also be applying at the back. What do you know for? Before you know it, voila, will happen. So we just need to tell our drivers politely, please, gradual. Small.
Now, drunk driving is something that it happens a whole lot. Isn't there a fine for it? And isn't there a way that you detect this in drivers?
Yes, like I said the other time, we go on sensitization on in the parks and even on the road. We tell drivers, don't drink when you drive and don't drive when you drink. Now, we have a device that we use. It's called metallizer. That's what you use to detect if someone is drunk while driving. But this season now, how many drivers do you want to stop? We have much more vehicles on the road now.
But the ones that you stop,
yes, we book them. Yes, we book.
How severe is this fine? I want to know.
Yes.
Because most times when people do not know there's a fine or a punishment attached to something or a penalty, they keep flouting it.
Yes. Now, we call something a fine DGD. DGD, that's dangerous driving. And that's 50,000 naira. If definitely when you drink, the drinking will push you to something wrong. And most times it's always dangerous driving.
All right.
Either you speed beyond the limits, or you start driving one way, or doing other things. So once you do that and you are caught, once you are arrested, one thing we first do is that we take you to our station. We first sit you down. We play for you movies, film of road crashes, how people died on the road. And if you notice that your brain is not well coordinated, we will subject you to medical check. And that one can be like, that is federal or state hospital. So maybe you'll be there for, maybe you'll be on queue. So you just found that you are just...
You waste your own time. You help him to...
Can be weeks, can be months.
You help him to...
So you just become a customer of Arrow automatically. So they'll be checking you, they'll be talking to you, and if out of anger, people in Arrow, let me use the word Arrow, that's what all of us know, Arrow, that's medical psychiatry. When they are talking, even when they are saying, if you shout too much, no one shouting. They say, oh, is that sin?
He just demonstrated some form of madness.
Yes, if you ask a question and you do respond on time, you say that thing. So by the time you are in the midst of them for like 2 or 3 weeks or 2 or 3 months, or until when they certify you, because they have to certify you and sign and stamp, bring it back to our office. You pay your bills, though. You are not paying, can be 70, can be 100, that doesn't concern us. When we are now done, we are back. When that government on their own, they have certified that you are good to drive back on the road. Can be 1 year, can be 2 years. When you're not back, we'll now book you. That will give 50,000 naira. By the time you do that, you know that next time I will not do that again.
All right.
Common sense will actually kick in. But before that, we talk about this PSI. I'm most interested because there have been arguments and counter arguments. Like whatever works abroad does not apply here. So when you're trying to pump your tire and say, okay, this is the standard, and the driver just look at you, that is not it. Can